Persona 4 Golden. Let's talk Persona. Persona 4 Golden, guys. This is a game that I've been wanting to play for a really, really long time, and I've been putting it off for just as long. However, I decided to buy it, but then at the last second I was like, no, I'm not gonna buy this because I'm gonna feel convicted, and it's just gonna be a waste. Like, cause I don't want to jeopardize, I don't want to grieve the Holy Spirit, I don't want to jeopardize my walk with Christ. But I have a friend who told me that it's really not that demonic. The personas are just mental constructs. But I was like, nah, they're demons. That's what they want you to think. However, this was Saturday, and it bothered me so much that I didn't get Persona, to the point where I was like, man, that if I had that game right now, that game was probably gonna slap if I was playing it right now. And it bothered me so much, I was like, to the point where I asked God, is it okay if I can play this game? If it's okay, then this will happen, right? Then this will be a sign that it's okay. Then a few minutes later, I got a phone call from someone, and this was the sign. I ended up getting the game, and upon playing the game, I noticed two things. One, that the game is way more demonic than I thought. And two, that my friend is really, 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 really blind, and we need to start a GoFundMe because he needs a stick and a dog. We need to get these things ASAP. Now, I'm not trying to downplay my friend here. I love him, and I pray that Jesus will activate him in the spirit so that he can see things for what they are. That being said, I'm gonna hop in and I'm gonna speak. So, listen. We're going to my last save, which is inside of the TV world. So, because we're going inside the TV world, this song is gonna play, and this is my favorite song, by the way. This is my favorite track in the game. So let's listen. Okay. And this is the song. Now that song slaps, right? Did I mention that this game is awesome? This game slaps. This is a banger. But I'm not gonna play this game. Although I really, really want to. I'm not gonna play it anymore. Now that we've heard the song, we can confirm that this is a banger, right? But we don't know what this Japanese lady is saying, and I think that they meant it to be that way. Because although you don't know what she's saying, you know that there's something shisty about this song. But you can't quite put your finger on it. So let's look at the lyrics, shall we? We're gonna speak about this later. So these are the lyrics to the TV World song. Oh, I forgot to pause. She's speaking about hell and lost destiny. Now I've listened to the lyrics before, and I forgot that I had this book on my desk. This is not a coincidence. This is called Destined to Reign by Joseph Prince. It's a book about God's grace. I think it should be free online. So I highly recommend you guys read this book. This book changed my life. Please, it's gonna change yours as well. Lost Destiny, what does that mean? Why is this song in this game singing about a lost destiny? Because our destiny is to reign with Christ. The book of Isaiah says that we will reign with Christ in the millennium, which is the 1,000-year reign when Jesus will reign on the earth. But we're also meant to reign with Christ in this life. Okay, so did I miss anything here? Falling down, no breath. Okay, so no breath and falling down, those are two things that happen to you when you go to hell. So if you've heard anyone's hell testimony, they always say that they were falling down into this dark pit, and the darkness would strip everything that is good, because when you go to hell, you're separated from God, and when you're separated from God, you're separated from everything that is good. That means you're separated from peace, joy, love, laughter. You'll never experience this again. So what you're left with is depression, anxiety, and fear. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. When you go to hell, you're not just going to experience physical pain. The physical pain is horrible. You can't comprehend how bad it is. But you're also going to be tortured mentally. And I'm not going to sugarcoat this, guys. Demons are literally raping people in hell. And some of you might find that funny. But okay, let's go ahead. Invisible real enemy. So this is the only part in this song that I like, because they're exposing themselves here with this one. There's a verse in the Bible. Now I know how it goes in the King James Version, but we're gonna read the New Living Translation right now. I have it open right here. For we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark world, and against evil spirits in heavenly places. So here we see that the fight is not against flesh and blood, but against demonic spirits. But this game teaches you quite the opposite. Although you fight these personas, you collect them. And they fight for you. They fight amongst you. You invite them into your body and into your mind. That's what we're going to touch on next. Actually, I think... No. Okay, let's talk about the guy. There's a school student who gives you a riddle. And this is what he says. When you exit your class, you go up a floor, and there's this guy, he gives you a riddle. But this is so weird. Like, why would he say something like this? Look how he speaks, bro. This is so weird. Looks like your spirit is willing. Let's see if your mind can vibe to this. Riddle time. Why does he talk like that, bro? It reminded me of a verse in the Bible, which we are also gonna read right now, and we're gonna talk about it. Keep watch and pray, for you will not keep watch and pray so that you will not give in to temptation, for the spirit is willing, but the body is weak. So here Jesus is talking to the disciples, and we can confirm that your spirit can be willing to do what is right and good. And by that same token, your spirit can be willing to do what is bad. And what happens when your spirit is willing to do what is bad? You give authority and you open doors for the spirits, evil ones, to ruin your mind. You're inviting them into your mind, your body and your mind. Now look what the song says actually. Ruin your mind. Ruin your mind, bro. Real enemy, ruin your mind. Guys, stop sleeping. Now I see why God wanted me to play this game. Okay, so let's look at the combat. Let's look at the combat, guys. Red and black. These are the colors of hell. Did I mention that this game slaps? This game is awesome. This game is awesome. Don't get me wrong. This game is awesome. But I'm not gonna indulge in it anymore, although I really want to. So I'm just trying to show you guys. I'm gonna try to get a sneak attack.
One enemy! Now's your chance!
No, man. We're looking for a persona. I'm damn. Okay, I don't have any SP. Oh, okay. So
3 enemies, but they're too slow.
I also wanted to show you guys this. So there's an enemy on the right here. It's in the shape of a cross. It is
Not that much,
a
but
cross.
don't use ice.
Now I don't think this enemy has a specific weakness unless I haven't unlocked it yet. But that being said, you're forced to use melee against this enemy, which is insane. It's insane how y'all don't see how they're trying to condition your mind into hating the things of God. Why is it in the shape of a cross? Did you ever ask yourself that if you played this game before? But okay, let's go ahead. We're gonna kill the cross first, I guess. Sounds weird.
3 enemies! Let's get through this!
Someone else's turn.
I can't defeat it.
Chie-chan is swatting them left and right!
I think this guy's weak to fire.
It's weak to...
Yeah.
It's not going
2
down.
enemies! Charge through them!
Archangel!
Go, Sensei!
This game is really fun. I'm not gonna lie. But at what cost? At what cost, guys? Bruh, change the persona. Okay, in this case, it's an angel, but that doesn't mean it's good. By the way, there's no such thing as a female angel. In case you didn't know. Okay, so usually it's a demon. Usually it's a monster, it's a slime, or a devil. And look what it says. You have welcomed angel into your heart. But here's the thing. We as Christians, when we ask people to accept Jesus, we ask them to accept him into your heart. There's a verse in Revelations that says that Jesus is knocking on the door, and people emphasize that he's knocking on the door to your heart. So in this video game, you're inviting these things into your heart. And look at this. This is a portal. This circle right here. That's a portal, bro. But okay, I might be looking too deep. Let's go ahead. We have too many personas right now, so let's get rid of the devil. Look what happens. Look what they say. The persona Ukabak has disappeared from your mind. People, this is demonic possession and this is demonic oppression. There are people in real life who live with demonic spirits in their mind. If a person has multiple personalities and says that they transform into a different person at night, that is not mental illness, that's demonic possession. One of those personalities must be cast out. Bruh. But okay, let's look at Yukiko. Yukiko. So this is Yukiko. This is the last boss that I fought. If you look closely, it's a bird, but the bird has the face of Yukiko. Where I'm from South Africa. This is a symbol of the highest form of witchcraft where I'm from. And I'm gonna tell you a short story. It's actually a long story, but I'm gonna shorten it. There's a woman in my church, very godly woman. Now I'm gonna say this: when your soul is saved, when you have a relationship with Jesus, there's nothing that the devil can do about that. In the book of Isaiah, it says, "From eternity to eternity, I am God. No one can take anyone out of my hand. No one can undo what I have done." So the devil cannot unsave you. Okay? Once you have Jesus, you have him forever. Okay? But you still have a choice whether you want to deny him or not. But once you truly have Jesus, there's no denying him, bro. You want to live for him. Now that being said, bro, the devil, once he knows this, there's nothing he can do. So what he does, he comes after your finances. He comes after your marriage, your children. And in this case, there was a witch doctor in the neighborhood who put a curse on them, and her son was having nightmares, and he would dream of this. He would have a dream about a big bird that would scoop him up, and the bird had the face of a man, and the bird would look him in the eye and scream, and the face of the bird would then change into a monkey. And he had this dream he had the same dream every night. It was a problem. Guys, Jesus is real. And I don't care what you've done. All of us, bro, we deserve to go to hell. But Jesus died for our sins, past, present, and future. There's nothing that you have done or going to do that can separate you from the love of God. As you're living and breathing right now, you have a chance to give your life to Jesus. And I urge you to do so, guys. Seek Jesus. As I said in my last video, seek Him daily. Download the Bible app if you don't have a Bible already. Make Him the Lord and Savior today. Don't wait for tomorrow. He wants you just as you are. I don't care if you're a homosexual, addicted to pornography. Bro, Jesus will deliver you from all of that. He loves you immensely. Bye.